everybody. Check, check. Hi, everybody. We're going to do a quick program right here. So if you need to be able to see, feel free to kind of get behind. For those behind, we are going to do a program right here. So it's your choice. If you want to stay back there, no problem. But we're going to do a quick program right here. Who's ready to fight? We're going to try that one more time. Who is ready to fight for our kids? All right.
Buenas tardes. Good afternoon, everyone. ¿Cómo está el pueblo? How's the community? No. They're trying to get me to step up, but I'm too scared of heights. My name is Lisa Sherman Luna, and I'm the Executive Director of the Tennessee Immigrant and Refugee Rights Coalition. We are here today, joined in community from near and far, from Memphis, from Chattanooga, from Knoxville, and from Nashville. And I know there's more cities and towns represented here. We've also got friends from Arizona, Alabama, Florida, and many other states here, because the fight that is happening in Tennessee is a fight about every child in this country. Black, white, brown, immigrant, and working class communities are coming together to send a message, loud and clear. Education belongs to all of us. Today we choose courage. We're choosing to show up for ourselves, for our communities, because we believe that every child, no matter their race, their income, or their immigration status, deserves access to high-quality public education. The wealthy and powerful are trying to divide us by race and by class, while they hoard resources and dismantle public systems that are in place to make our lives better. And they're not just attacking education. They're attacking our ability to dream bigger and to rise up. Today, the Finance Subcommittee moved to place the bill to kick out undocumented students behind the budget. They also moved to place the bill dismantling Memphis and other school districts behind the budget. But we're not done fighting. We can't rest easy. This bills and the bills attacking public education have huge costs, not just financially, but to our children, to our families, and to our communities. You being here today sends a clear message that they can't pass these bills without a fight. They're gonna go home on Tuesday, next Tuesday, and we're gonna show up every day until they go home to make sure that this bill does not come back. And as I was talking today to Karen from Memphis, she's from Honduras, there she is, this is her second action. When I was explaining to her what happened, like a true organizer, she said, this gives us more time to build a powerful movement. Because no matter what happens this session, we have to go bigger and stronger and to every corner of this state. And we have that opportunity over the summer. So everybody needs to get involved, bring other people in, because all throughout the summer, we'll be partnering with SACM, with Public School Strongs, with other groups, to make sure that every single school board understands where we stand and stands up for all children, no matter where they're from. Now I'm going to pass it to Alexa Barajas Clark, the Executive Director of the Ed Trust, who's been one of the powerful partners in our collective effort to defend education for all. Gracias al pueblo!
Buenas tardes. Mi nombre es Alexa Barajas Clark y soy la directora ejecutiva de The Education Trust Tennessee. Existimos para cerrar las brechas de oportunidad y avanzar la justicia en la educación para todos los estudiantes, porque creemos que cada estudiante, sin importar su raza, origen o lugar de nacimiento, merece acceso a una educación de calidad. También estoy aquí como la orgullosa hija de inmigrantes mexicanos, Rafael y Teresa Barajas. Mis padres llegaron a este país con nada más que esperanza y una profunda fe en el poder de la educación. Mi mamá solía decir, mija, la educación abre todas las puertas, y tenía razón. Y estoy aquí hoy por ella. Me temblan las manos. Y por los innumerables padres y madres cuyos nombres tal vez nunca se escuchen, que cruzaron fronteras y enfrentaron barreras para que sus hijos pudieran sentarse en un salón de clases, soñar en grande y sentirse parte de este país. Este momento también me transporta cuando yo estaba en la secundaria en California, cuando la propuesta 187 estaba en la boleta electoral. Esa ley intentaba negar servicios públicos a las familias indocumentadas. Todavía recuerdo la gente que se unió para resistir, como están aquí ustedes hoy, y ganamos. Y quiero ser clara, cuando se ataca a nuestros hijos, se despierta un movimiento de entre todos nosotros. Y me siento orgullosa de estar aquí, hombro a hombro con ustedes, para asegurar que cada estudiante en Tennessee tenga lo que necesite para salir adelante. Sabemos que la educación no es un privilegio para unos cuantos, es un derecho para todos. My name is Alexa Barajas Clark, and I serve as the Executive Director of EdTrust Tennessee. We exist to close opportunity gaps and advance justice and education for all. Because we believe every student, no matter their race, background, or where they were born, deserves access to a great education. I'm also here as a proud daughter of Mexican immigrants, Rafael and Teresa Barajas. My parents came here with nothing but hope and an unshakable belief in the power of education. My mother used to say, education opens every door, and she was right. So today, I stand here for her and for the countless unnamed parents who crossed barriers so their children could sit in classrooms, dream big, and belong. This moment also takes me back to when I was in middle school, when Prop 187 was on the ballot in California. That law tried to deny public services, including education, to undocumented families. I still remember walking out of school with my classmates and how people came together to resist, and we won. And I want to be clear, when you target our children, you awaken a movement within all of us. And I'm proud to stand alongside you in this work to ensure every student in Tennessee has what they need to succeed. We know that education is not a privilege for the few, it is a right for all.
¡Sí se puede!
¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede! ¡Sí se puede!
Y'all, when they asked me to speak, they didn't tell me I was going to have to climb a ladder. Okay.
My name is Crystal Bohm. I'm a mom of 2 public school students in Hamilton County, a preschool teacher, and a public school strong leader. I'm here today because I am appalled by this legislation that my Chattanooga Senator, Bo Watson, has sponsored alongside Representative William Lambert in a state where we have teachers begging for better pay, kids in need of wraparound services, and schools in need of repair. I can't believe we have leaders who are spending time, energy, and tax dollars to deny children the right to an education with vicious legislation like HB 793, SB 836. Ordinary Tennesseans are not asking for this, and it's clear that Tennessee leadership is listening more to their corporate sponsors like Core Civic than they are the ordinary constituents they should be representing. Leaders who support this bill, just like vouchers, are caving to well-funded, out-of-state billionaires' interests that are trying to dismantle public education and harm our communities. This bill is not about saving money for our school districts like Bo Watson and William Lambert claim. This bill is about picking and choosing who gets an education in our state. In the process, creating more financial burdens on our school districts. They know this will add financial burden through the hold harmless provision of the voucher scam, through the legal fees it will take to try to overturn Plyler versus Doe, to train overworked and underpaid school staff to become immigration experts to keep track of documentation. Charging tuition to already underserved families who can't provide documentation does nothing to fix school funding crisis in our state. It only serves the will of a wealthy few who want to control who gets to learn, whose stories are told, and who has a chance to thrive in our communities. Bo Watson suggested a solution that nonprofits take on the task of paying to educate our students. Now, as somebody who has spent her entire life working for nonprofits, this is not a real solution. It is another tactic to pass blame and the burden onto ordinary people for a problem that our state leadership and their corporate sponsorships have created. Our kids and our communities deserve a public education system that is well-resourced, fully funded, and meets the needs of every kid. We deserve for our tax dollars to be funding the programs that will make our communities stronger, not this agenda of hate that attacks our ability to dream bigger and to build something that works for everyone. All kids deserve to dream of and build futures that are without fear, and that begins with having access to a strong local school in the communities where they live and play. Our kids' futures and constitutional rights matter more than the threat of primaries Bo Watson and others are so afraid of from their sponsors. No matter where they come from, how they got here, or who they are, every child deserves an honest, equitable, safe, and fully funded public education. Kids are not a burden, and to teach them is an investment in the future of our community, our state, and our nation. Together, we can protect the right to public education and build a system where every kid is welcome. Together, we can build a movement that is stronger than the billionaire-backed agenda of exclusion. Together, we can show that every single student belongs.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Tessa Petit. I'm the Executive Director of the Florida Immigrant Coalition and co-chair of the Fair Immigration Reform Movement. We're here today. We took this trip together with all people who came from other states to support Tennesseans' fight for education for all. Access to education for children, regardless of their financial situation, the color of their skin, their country of origin, and their immigration status is a basic right. This right is established by decades of precedents, but more importantly, by a value that we share, that children deserve the opportunity to thrive. Education shapes our children's minds for a successful future, not only for themselves, but also for our communities. I come from Haiti, a country where many children are denied the basic right to education. The results that this has had on Haiti are flagrant. Violence is rampant, human life has lost all value, poverty is everywhere. Do you want this for your state? No! Do you want this for your country? No! Common values bring Tennessee and Florida together. No. Under one United States, the value to set a fair and nourishing path for children's future. Do not think for 1 second that this will only impact immigrant children in Tennessee. Just like the mass deportation are impacting the core of America, its economy, what it stands for, and the humanity of our communities, so will depriving our children of education. Limited access to education can lead to social and emotional isolation and distress, increases health issues, poverty cycles, violence and crimes, and reduced workforce productivity. People of Tennessee, understand that this bill passing here will impact all children in the country. It will impact the 200,000 plus new American children in our Florida school system, who just like all children aspire to learn, be curious, make new friends, and become part of a community. Tennessee, this is your chance to make a difference and say no more attacks on innocent people. Do not become the state that deprived millions of kids of access to basic education. Do not become the state that promoted inequity and injustice toward children. Be the leaders in today's chaos, hatred, misinformation, and division. Show America that doing the sensitive and human thing is still possible in this moment.